Audio now? I think you should have audio now. Okay, sorry so much. That was my fault. Okay, we should have audio now. Okay, sorry so much. Okay, there we go. Fault. Sorry, I had a... Okay, we should have audio now. That was totally my fault. Okay. Here you go, boys. So the plan is for this live stream, I'm not gonna be making the beats, even though I wish I would. The plan is for this live stream that we are going to be literally going through every single one of the beats for the contest. All the ones that got rejected. Oh shoot, I just closed out my browser. So the problem is with that is that we have like 45 beats to get through, and that's gonna take a long time. But I want to give everyone the best chance they can, so let's get right into it. I wish I could see your chat. This is ridiculous. Why can't my phone update? Oh, here it is actually. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna go right into... Actually, what I can do is I can go to send. I'm gonna look up Prod 27. First beat I'm gonna listen to is Prod 27's rejected beat called Look At Me. Here we go. Read the chat too.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it.
Hear that, right?
I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it.
Okay, so this melody's interesting. This melody's interesting. I wouldn't have really expected to have a beat around this.
Back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club.
I like the vibe of this beat. I'm not sure if the 808 is like in tune with the rest of the vocals, or even the melody is for that matter.
Mix a man done, pulled it up, and then in the dance, sure enough, they took their hands and then put them.
But I will say something: the kick drum, the storage drum, the kick drum, and the 808 and the snare together. I really love the snare. I really like how everything's like meshing together with the drums.
Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. Go first, I know you got something to say.
The melody's really nice. Dun 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 dun. Everything sounds good. I just really don't think that this beat goes along with the melody that well. Especially like his other ones, like whoa here.
Enough, they took their hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt.
Everything sounds like it's like working together really nicely, but this one just doesn't feel like everything's
working slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight.
But anyway, Prod 27 is still an amazing producer. I feel like weird right now because I had to like have a whole bunch of things at one time, and I'm really distracted. But let's see who is in the chat that I should look at next. CLB, is your name CLB in the thing, dude? Or what should I look for your name for? Let's see. I know ID Beats is here, and ID Beats had a second beat that I can check out. Here we go. I'm gonna check out ID Beats' second beat. Wow, he's probably still here. I really like that melody. The melody's really good. I like the filtering it has on it, and also just like the feel like it just automatically sets a vibe.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories.
I feel like there's a weird vocal mixing on that vocal right there.
Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the...
I like your 808. I like your kick drum. I like how the elements together. I'm not 100% on that sold on that hi-hat, but other than that, I think like the drums and everything sounds pretty good.
Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club.
I just realized that you guys can't see my screen. Would you like to?
Mix a man done, pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took their hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight.
Yeah, like I don't say this just like I said to Prod 27's beat. Nothing about this is bad or wrong or anything like that. It just doesn't really have the same vibe the other one did. I felt like with the other one, wait, you did a different vocal in that other one too, so that's probably why like you were able to like really capture the angry energy of that other beat. But in general, I don't know. Other than that, like, I think your melody is good.
And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blurring my vision of faith.
Like, I definitely think that you could still sell this beat, or at least have a rapper like want to rap on it. It's just not necessarily this vocal. Okay, so I saw Ringtone Beats was the next one to comment. He said I'm in, so I'm gonna check out him. By the way, Ringtone Beats. So I felt bad because Ringtone Beats and Josh Marriott, they're two really dedicated subscribers, and they were like tied for 9th place, and I was really hoping that tied for 8th place with a whole bunch of other people. Like they were like right on the verge of not being able to be in the video. But here's On My Way by Ringtone Beats. Yeah, I think when I was listening to this beat originally, I felt like the drop was really, really fire, but this intro was a little bit off. I wasn't vibing with the intro.
Who's that? Yo, pick up the phone.
Alrighty. Dude, ready for next.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Hit me with that shade.
I really like the 808. The 808 is really, really clean. I also like that there's basically nothing in the low end at all, except for the 808, but it doesn't seem like there's anything like missing. Everything kind of like feels like it fills out the whole frequency range.
Girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain.
I feel like that hi-hat is a little bit loud, but
Then I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this pain. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal?
and I'm pretty sure you just loop around that for a while. It's really, really good. I like your kicking your 808. That I like that they are really working together and they really drive their entire beat, but they're not like crazy blaring loud. There was another drill beat in this competition that the 808 was very, very loud, and it was kind of annoying. Even though I know that drill beats, like, their most important, like most interesting characteristic is the 808, but it was just blaring loud. So I really like how you mix this one.
So consumed in how you feel.
But anyway, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good beat for sure. Do you guys think that I should give the do you think I should give the prizes to the beats, or should I give it to the so I'm giving it to top 8 people, then I'm also going to give it to Ringtone Beats and Josh Marriott. Okay, Rayford Reed next, and then CLB Productions right after Rayford. So Rayford actually sent in. I'm only gonna check out one of his things. I'm gonna check out Rayford Reed Conda's submission. So basically, listen to the beat and you'll see what he's doing. As you can see, what he was trying to do was he was trying to use the vocal as like a sample into the melody. So he's not necessarily rapping on, like, the vocal isn't really rapping on the melody. It's more of just being a part of the melody. So you've been on my wave. No, you've been on my wave. I haven't listened to your beat yet, Josh, but I will soon after I get the other people who are in front of you. I like the panning you did, but the panning just seems a little bit intense. You have like the side snare and then the real snare like playing, but it's kind of annoying, but.
Rayford Reed.
And I also don't think that the 808 and the kick drum are really, they don't really have the presence or the intensity that they should have. At least in my opinion. I feel like you definitely have a pretty actually good melody, even though you're using this vocal thing here. Just a little bit of mixing things and trying to really think about the vibe when you're making the beat. Not only thinking about like, how does this 4-bar loop sound, but also thinking about how does everything work together in order to bring an emotion. But other than that, that's what I'd say. Just kind of mixing and kind of getting the vibe through the mixing. I would have boosted the 808. I would have added even a little bit more distortion, kind of grind to the 808, just to make sure it's a little bit more in there. Okay, I checked out him, so now we're gonna go CLB, LB, B, CLB, 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 CLB. I do not see CLB in here. CLB Productions, tell me what your actual name is. And then I'll check you out. Okay. So I'm gonna check out Josh Marriott because he asked before him. If you want to be featured earlier than someone else, then just ask and I'll check out your beat. Here he goes, Josh Marriott. This is Wave by Josh Marriott. Izovali Musiki. I'm gonna be listening to every single one, but if you want to get your beat heard earlier, you just request it and then I'll get you going.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake
Quieter.
stories.
Oh yeah, this is the thing I liked about this beat, and this is why I was so torn and I wanted to get into the video. It definitely listened to the vibe of the beat, and it really emphasized what the feeling is supposed to be.
Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately,
What's the deal? What's the deal?
You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up. Behind the decks, in the club. Mix a man done, pulled it up and then...
Like, I can actually see this being like a music video. I mean, I feel like... I don't know. I can feel this being like... This actually like means something to someone. Like, they found this beat and then they sang these lyrics on top of it. It really does feel like they all fit together pretty nicely.
Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I preed the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no way.
That was one thing though. I didn't think that your clap here was all that great. I wasn't.
Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave.
So even though you had a vibe going, I didn't really think that your drums were spot on, and that is why you weren't led into the top 8. But you were like 9 or 10. You were very close. Let's keep listening. I'm not a huge fan of the kick drum loudness. I think the kick drum was super loud, and you should have had a bit more of a solid bass in the bass. Like, I can't really feel any bass down there. And this is cool. The panning vocal thing there. Really good. He really like thought about what kind of beat would go underneath this thing, and he really like accentuated the vibe. Those chords really meant something. You know what I mean? There's definitely an idea going on there. Whether it was executed perfectly, that's the only thing that kept him out of the top 8. If it was executed absolutely perfectly, like if I was a little bit more of a fan of those drums, yeah. Anyway, okay, here we go. I'm Baston, would like some feedback. Here we go, Baston. Here you go, Baston. Hi, I used hook right sample to make this hook out of it. Let me know what you think. Here we go.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice.
I'm not 100% sold on that 808. I think that you could actually, it might be like a fifth up from what it's supposed to be.
Stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight.
I think the bass note should be a dong.
And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
But now that I think about it, I really like this melody. I really like the melody. Let me go back to the earlier.
Look like way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh.
Yeah, besides the 808, if the 808 was more in tune and maybe had a bit more of a, you know, whether you get like a spins 808 in there.
It's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
Yeah, this is really good. Maybe change the snare, but yeah, just 808 being in tune and maybe choose a different 808. A little bit different of snare, but other than that, like this is a really good beat. I really like the melody you had there. I do stand by this. I would maybe put this around 12th to 15th place. Things just didn't really feel as glued together or as like professionally put together as something else, but really good beat. Thank you for that, Baston. Okay. I think we had Kyle next. Just a second. Yeah, Kyle Piez next. Kyle Piez, you were in the contest for a long time. I mean, like, your beat did well. I will say that. Kyle Piez. Pretty sure did.
Yo, Kyle, show me what you got.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh. Steady switching lanes now, we don't ever change. So.
Actually, I don't remember what place you were even close to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually how far you were. So far, I like everything. Things sound pretty compressed, actually, to be honest.
Miss me with that shake, girl. Miss me with that shake. Miss me with that shake, girl. Miss me with that shake. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this pain.
I'm looking at this dB meter on OBS, and you are like absolutely slamming the limiter. This isn't a loudness war. Like, you are boosting this as loud as possible, it looks like.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, steady switching lanes now, we don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shade, yo, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade.
So I like the drums, I like the melody. I like everything, actually, to be honest. I think it's actually a pretty good beat. I did not realize how compressed that was. It is absolutely slamming the limiter.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it.
So yeah, I just to kind of say mixing, mastering, those are your two biggest things right now. Everything else actually sounded pretty good together. Really check on that limiting though. You were slamming the compressor limiter. I saw Icy Beats wanted his beat next. Let me check who I have in my inbox. Okay. CLB, is this part of the contest? I'm not listening to any beat besides the contest beats. Contest beats. Icy Beats next. I'm just saying I don't have time to listen to other beats. Like, this is gonna take me a long time to go through 45 beats. Here you go, Icy Beats. Oh yeah, I liked his name. Icy Beats tight. Oh, by the way, I think you sent in 2 beats, Icy Beats, and this is the one that did better than the other one, I believe. Maybe I'm mistaken.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave.
I feel like your 808 is really, really intense. And the beat doesn't have to be intense. Like everything else is like relatively like mediocre in intensity, but your 808 is like super started, super blaring. I feel like your 808 could have just been like spins even.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for.
Also, there's your vocal isn't on the beat. I'm actually thinking this might have been the second best out of your 2 beats.
That's why I scared.
Yeah, this is probably the second best out of your 2. I should probably stop saying what place you guys are in because I don't remember.
For him, we go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing.
I usually don't use claps, and that just something that I'm kind of like prejudiced on. But other than that, I think just your 808 needs to be touched up on. Your 808's just too intense for this chill beat. Or this, it's not chill beat, but it's definitely not like a.
Miss me with that shake, girl. It up and then with that shake, girl. Miss me with that shake. I've been.
Yeah, really, just your 808. Yeah, just your 808, really. Okay, no one else was requesting, so let's see. Oh yeah, Pirate Beats is in here. I literally didn't get any of Pirate Beats' stuff. So I had to I had to email him, and apparently he had 5 beats that he submitted, and I didn't get any of them. Now I do know that I emptied my spam a couple of days ago, so it's possible that he was sent to my spam and then I emptied that. But anyway, so he has 4 beats here. I'm gonna go through all of them. Why not? Oh, okay. Just a second. I'm gonna go to 8-bit. 8-bit. I'm reading through this chat, but you guys are talking too much. Why don't let's do 8-bit, because Pirate Beats isn't necessarily a request. 8-bit was doing good in the competition. I don't remember which place he was in. Where is his beat? Come on, no. I knew he sent in a beat. Oh, here it is. Wave. I like that you brought in the guitar here. That's really nice.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh.
I feel like the vocal's really loud.
On my wave, steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Look at
Good chord progression for sure.
they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time
I don't hear much bass down there.
and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks.
I would have chosen a slightly different snare, but other than that, it's just your snare and your 808 in my opinion. Everything else is sounding pretty nice.
In the club, mix a man done, pulled it up, and then in the dance, sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt, till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh, on my wave. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So.
Yeah, just besides your snare, I would have had a little bit more high end in the snare. There's this one particular trappy kind of snare that I really like using. I mean, not trappy, like the kind of snare that you're using here. There's one that I use that has a lot of high end in it, and I like that. Just a little bit of a different snare. Other than that, I thought your drum groove was really nice. Your chord progression would fit perfectly. Just your mixing, your mixing was pretty good, but just your snare, your 808. Other than that, like your vibe, you definitely had an idea going around there. Didn't really feel like there was much of a vibe. It kind of felt like you had a beat and then a vocal on top of it. And although they worked together pretty nicely, there wasn't any like, it didn't feel like there was any like intentional like goal in order to make the beat. I don't know. Tell me if you guys know what I mean. So let's see. I'm gonna get a piece of paper real quick. Give me a second. So I got a piece of paper. I'm gonna write down these names as they come in, like who is requesting, so I don't miss anyone. So I'm gonna write down Fruit Power and X.E.L.O. And everyone after those two have to request. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking in. Oh shoot, I'm taking in DZ. Son. Yeah, that was 8-Bit who just got reviewed. So I'm doing Fruit Power X dot, and then Dixon, and then everyone after that has to request their own beats. Okay. Big Brother's in next. So just keep requesting, and then I'll get to you guys. Fruit Power. Here it is. Bongonzo beat contest.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view.
The guitar's a little strange. Not really sure what's happening with the guitar.
When it look right, and oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a.
The guitar seems like it's off tempo, and also that weird baby sound, whatever. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Hook right, hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Look left, look right, and I come.
I'm not sure if the vocals out of time too.
With a hook right, hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a.
Yeah, it's a lot of timing stuff. I think there's a lot of timing issues going on. Almost sounds like your vocals off time a little bit, and then since your guitar is maybe in time, maybe it's not in time. It's like you have like 3 different like tempos going on at the same time. It almost feels like.
Hook right, hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Look how they're trying to tell me fake.
Yeah, I didn't like how you looped the vocal right there. It kind of seems like you took a beat that was an alright beat. Even the beat, in my opinion, isn't all that great. It feels like you took the beat and then you just like layered the vocal on it and kind of layered the vocal on roughly. Yeah, work on that guitar. I feel like if you listen to like some of the other ones like 8-Bit or Prod 27 or even Luca, who was the winner, or any of the other ones who were in the top 8, it's almost like they built a solid melody around the beat, around the vocal, and they kind of fleshed out what the mood of the rest of the beat was going to be. This one, there wasn't really a mood going on, and there also wasn't really the tempo just kind of made things wonky. Anyway, good try though. Good. I hope you're in the next contest. By the way, if you guys didn't catch that in the video, the next contest is going to start next week, Friday. And basically what you guys are going to do is you're going to send me samples. You're going to send me melody samples, and I'm going to rate who's the best melody sample. You guys are allowed to send in as many melodies as you want. In fact, I think there might be I think I'm actually going to set a limit. So you have to send at least 5 samples in order to be in part of the competition. I feel like I'm putting that kind of thing on there. But other than that, it's going to be a good thing. The plan is that when the whole entire competition is over, I'm going to give away that gigantic sample pack to you guys for free, to anyone on the channel for free. And it's going to be a huge sample pack. That's the kind of the goal. It's just that it's going to be a competition still. I'm still going to be rating who has the best stuff, and there's still going to be prizes, but it's going to be interesting. CLB. I haven't seen CLB in any of these beats down here. And I know you sent me 2 in my inbox, but I'm only reviewing ones that are in the competition. So if they're using my vocal. Anyway, so now we're doing X.E.L.O. Let's get this guy. I think X. made a drill beat also. Let's just check it out. The beat will speak for itself. This is my submission for the contest. Thank you for doing this for the community. Hook right.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's
I'm not sure if this is in the key. If it's in the right key, because you said this effect. Like there's definitely a tone to that, and the guitar sound kind of sounded like it was off the tone or off the key.
worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I schedule
I like those strings, but I'm pretty sure this is out of the key. It's the wrong key.
the day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that the song is out of key, like the vocals out of key of the beat. Other than that though, I really like your drum so far.
Cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mix a man done, pulled it up, and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity.
Yeah, I'm really liking your drums. I can tell that if you took the vocal off this beat would be absolutely fire. It's a really, really good production in this beat. I just think the guitar's out of the key.
Blur my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again. Cause we ain't the same as the first time you heard me say. If you gon' do this right, then you better be on my way.
I'm also saying what I did like about it, Pirate. I'm also saying that I really liked I like this drums. I like the drums in this beat. Everything seems really everything is glued together really nicely. You definitely mixed it well. It's definitely mastered well. Everything is good about this beat, except I'm pretty sure that guitar is out of key, or the melody is out of key from the vocal, which is really unfortunate because otherwise I think this beat would have done good. On that, so good beat, X. Really good job. I mean, it's clear that X. knows what he's doing. If you guys didn't know, X. has a channel, YouTube channel. He does Cakewalk stuff. He does Cakewalk stuff, and I love his beats. He's a good guy. Let's see who's next. Dixon is next. Do this right, then I better be on my way. DZ Ikson. Here we go. Hey Bongonzo, I'm Dixon, a 15-year-old producer from Poland. Started making beats about 3 months ago. I don't post my beats on YouTube channel yet, but I want to test myself and send a beat to someone who's more experienced with it. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you. Here we go.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, hey. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever
Hey, sure, Luca.
change.
Sure, Luca. Are you Luca who sent in that winning beat?
Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain.
Not a huge fan of that clap, but the melody is actually pretty cool. I like this melody. It's similar to the melody that I made when I was making my beat.
And I'll take you to the grave. To the grave. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, hey. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change.
Is the kick drum too loud? I'm not sure if the kick drum is too loud.
Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take you to the grave. To the grave, this pain. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so
Yeah, I like everything about this beat, except for how loud the kick drum and 808 are. I'm pretty sure the kick drum and 808 are just a little bit too loud. Other than that, yeah, I think there's a definitely good groove here. Yeah, just the kick drum and 808 are really just a little bit too loud.
Consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club.
What I'm doing is I'm listening to all of the beats in the entire contest, so I'm listening to every single one. But if you want to get your beat listened to earlier, just type in the comment section and I will listen to your beat as soon as possible.
The man done pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up.
I also think this 808's really loud. I mean, really high pitched, like your like speaker headphones and stuff like that. But anyway, it's my inbox. Is this beat a part of the contest? I'm not checking out your beat unless it's part of the contest. It's not a part of the contest, so I'm not listening to it. Okay, Big Brother. I would listen to your beat. I honestly would. I listen to beats on every single stream I do. I always try to get as many listens as possible. But this one, there's so many beats in here that I can't waste my time listening to other beats. Where's Big Brother? I know he sent in a beat. Go.
Judgment. And in my way of thinking, without judgment, you might as well be dead. Your brain is, so why not the rest of you? We were talking about marijuana. We still are. Marijuana is the flame. Heroin
I like this melody.
is the fuse.
Brother.
He's the bomb.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it.
I'm not sure if melody's in key with the.
I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day
That was a part of the contest? Okay, I'll go back for it, Carter.
for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mix a man done, pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre.
Yeah, I like the vibe here. I'm pretty sure the vocals just a little out of tune of the vocal and the melody aren't in the same key. But I like the vibe you have here. I like your filtered down drums.
The gram and then I hooked it up.
Yeah, if you send in a new beat, I'll totally check it out.
Oh no, no way. I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today.
It's really, really creative. That hey was a little loud, but really, really creative. I like how you're just changing things up. It's really interesting.
Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blurring my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again. Could we in the same as the first time you heard me say, if you gon' do this right, then you better be on my wave. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, eh, on my wave. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So, this what a legacy look like. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that.
It's really, really interesting. It's like always changing, always like really, really dynamic beat. It's actually a good beat. I'm actually really liking it. I'm sorry that the melody's out of key of the vocal, or at least it definitely was at the beginning. I guess I didn't really recognize it at the end.
Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So, this what a legacy look like.
Other than that, I really like this beat actually. A really, really good beat. Big Brother beats. I think you did really good on the last competition. So I'll keep my eye out on you, Big Brother. I got you, Big Brother. Anyway, I like your beat. You definitely are doing good. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go back for Carter, or at least find Carter's beat that I just deleted. So did he make a beat but not send it to me during the contest, and he's sending it to me now? Crashed it. Add this back to. By the way, EV, whatever. I'm not listening to your beat unless it has the vocal in it. Okay, I'm listening to Ness next, but I'll add Carter to my list of things to check out soon. Oh yeah, so Ness didn't send it an MP3, but I was able to convert it to an MP3. I'm not really feeling any bass at all in this beat. I can hear the bass down there, but it doesn't really sound like it's. I feel like it's like moving around a whole bunch. I think it could just like stay on a note or stay on a couple of notes. I like your drum groove. It's kind of nice. It's short. I said 45 seconds. I'm actually really like that beat. It definitely has a vibe to it. Your melody is solid. I think that if you took the vocal off that beat, you could definitely like kind of sell that beat. It's a really nice one, actually. I like how your percussions are all over the place. It's really bouncy, has a good vibe to it. That's what I mean. Like you definitely captured a vibe that you wanted to work with the entire time. I really like that beat. Good job, Ness. So is this beat, does this beat have a vocal on it, Carter? Does not, so it's not part of the competition. Does this beat have a vocal on it? Does not a part of the competition. Okay, just a second. Yeah, this competition on my normal streams, I have streams every Monday and Saturday. I also usually have streams on Wednesday also. On those streams, like halfway through my beat making sessions, I'll just say, hey, send me your beats and I'll review them during the live stream. But this is not just a random live. This isn't just a random beat stream. I'm only reviewing beats that are in the competition. So now we got God Gift next. God Gift Music is in next. I think he was a recent sender. Searches. Oh, here it is. Here we go. God Gift Music. Here we go. By the way, if you sent in a beat for the contest, if you want to send in a beat for the contest, if you sent in a beat for the contest, tell me and I'll write your name down to get you in the thing next.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, ayy. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change.
I'll be doing a random beat live stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So.
And this has a cool like lead to it.
Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this
MP3 is next on the list.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it.
I think the vocals like too early, like it's like a half a measure too early or something like that.
Told her there's a time and place for this.
But it kind of has a vibe doing that, so maybe it's alright.
That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal. Deal of how I'm chefing out in the car. Got the sauce.
Really creative. Yes, Blue Heart Beats. I'm only reviewing beats that are part of the competition, and the competition deadline is already closed. So I'm not listening to any random beat.
Cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mixer man done pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say.
Yeah, there's a really interesting vibe here. It's like really going all over the place. It kind of has like a laid back kind of feel, like it feels behind the beat, if you know what I mean, with the drums, but it doesn't feel like they're like unintentionally behind the beat. They feel like they're intended to be behind the beat, and they have a really cool like kind of swing with it like that.
Then on my look left, look right, and I come with a hook right.
Hey,
Hook right, hook right. That's what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it
Okay,
look right.
pitched up. Really
And
cool.
oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a
I think that if you actually started the beat with this section, that would have been really cool. I didn't even know this section was here. I was about to close off your beat, and then I randomly clicked over here. This is really, really awesome. Really, really creative use of awesome thing.
hook right, hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look.
Just a second, guys. Okay.
Twice, I'm way up, stood high.
I'm really vibing to this thing. Really, really interesting, Dragon. I mean, God Gift Music. You're definitely a solid producer. I remember you having something really, really creative in the last competition. This is very, very different. I never actually heard that section. And to be honest, if you actually had the entire beat as that second section, you probably could have made it to the top 8. I really, really like that later section, but I never actually listened to your entire beat through the entire thing. So I never actually heard that section. Anyway. Really, really cool. We got MP3 next. Prod by MP3. If anyone else wants to be next, they can just request it and I'll put them in as soon as possible. Here we go.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this.
Hey, pitch the vocal down, which is really, really interesting, really creative. I like the melody.
That's why I schedule all the day for. Go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You been so consuming how you feel.
I can't tell if something's out of tune.
You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up. Behind the decks, in the club. Mixer man done pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough,
Goodness gracious, he always does that on his beats.
they took the hands and then beat them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then
I really love the side chaining. It really has a cool, interesting vibe to it. He kind of like made his own vibe with this beat. Like he like listened to the sample and then he just kind of like went crazy with it. Like he didn't really necessarily like use it as a normal rap thing, but that's perfectly fine. I really like this.
hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way.
Yeah, I think the vocals are in a different key than the melody is though.
I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blur my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again. Could we in the same? That's the first time you heard me say, if you gon' do this right, then it better be on my wave.
I was really, really creative. I really loved the melody you had there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the same key. Other than that, like it was really, really interesting. Really, really cool beat. Yeah, all of MP3 beats have the same kind of like really aggressive, bouncy, super sidechain kind of vibe to him. He's definitely a really, really interesting producer. Like all of his stuff sounds very different than most, like everything else that we've all listened to. Really good job, MP3. Really, really solid job. I don't know if he's still in here. These better actually have my vocal in them. like not. Okay. So we haven't had anyone else request. If you guys want to be in, just request and you'll be the next, because now I'm just going to check out a random beat. Okay, here we go. Icy beats. We're going to check out both these beats are here. Alrighty.
Look left, look right. Whoa. And I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high.
I like this. I really like this. I really like this. The melody is super duper simple. Like just, it's almost playing only one note the whole time. The melody and 808 and bass and something like that is really, really cool.
The view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
The 808s and the kick drum and the hi-hats and the snare seem to be all over the place, and they're really, really cool. But I like this beat. I like this beat for sure. It was a short beat, but that's fine. Check out this next one. Oh yeah, this one was doing good in the competition, I believe.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave.
I feel like there's low end in your melody that could be cut out in order to make room for.
Switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this pain. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories.
Okay, your vocals off time of the beat now. Other than that, really good. I'm gonna check out your next pirate beats.
But said I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. It's a good beat. I don't really necessarily see anything wrong with it. There isn't necessarily a super apparent vibe going on, but other than that, like, I think it's not horrible for sure. Definitely not horrible. Your drums were spot on. Like, everything sounded clean, mixed together well. Let's check out Pirate Beats. Pirate. Oh yeah, he's Josh. Go boys. Yeah, apparently he sent in 4 beats and I didn't get any of them, so I felt really bad.
Look left, look right. And I come with a hook.
I like your melody, but
Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Taking the view when it look right. Oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this.
I really like your melody. I feel like if you were to listen to like ID Beats, the beat that won of the second place of the competition, you really hear how there's like a really aggressive distortion between the kick drum, the 808, and like the master clipping, or there's like a clipping on the master channel. I think that you could work with a really intense kick drum on this beat, but other than that, yeah, if you had that going on, it would really set the vibe, because your melody is setting a vibe of like a really dark and kind of angry kind of beat, but then your drums kind of just let you down in that sense. But your drums are right. It's just that they're not hitting in the right way that I would have hoped for.
This what a legacy look like.
Oh yeah, I didn't appreciate how.
Hey, what is up, guys? Bongonzo here.
Oh.
For 3.5 thousand subscribers.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember a long time ago I did a competition between Kyle Beats. I was like doing a competition for Kyle Beats' channel. My beat wasn't good at that time. I wasn't very good at that. X dot, the drums could be harder. Playing off the fact that I was like recording audio from his videos and I was putting it in. I thought it was really fire, but to be honest, the beat was absolute garbage, especially compared to the people who won. I was only like 2 months into beat making at that point, but here you go. But I like the idea.
We go back some time and that's for real. That's for real. That's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? If it's worth it, I should pay for it. There's a time and place.
Is there a lag, boys? Wow, we've been streaming for almost an hour. I think we're fine with the lag.
For this. That's why I scheduled a day for it.
I like what you did with that vocal. These drums aren't as good as the last beat. I would say that. The last beat, even if they weren't hitting super hard like I would have wanted, the drums at least were like really vibing together as one cohesive piece here. I like your melody though, actually. Yeah, you're just having fun with it now.
On my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blur my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again. Could we ain't the same?
Yeah, some things just kind of sound off to that. It sounds like you're just having fun with it, and I really respect that. I really wish that more people just had fun with it. There are some people who, at least are like on my streams, for example, who are like, this is the way you do this, this is the way you do this, this is the way you do this, this is the way you do this. And I think that you're definitely understanding the idea of the fact that as long as you're having fun with the music, it's all good. Anyway, here you go.
Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Woo! Hook right, hook right.
I like that flute thing you have there.
This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. It's the good life, it's the good life.
It's the good life.
Whipping the sauce when I cook like
awesome.
Whoa, look left, look right, yeah. Whipping the sauce.
I really respect the creativity. I really think that if I had an amazing beat that was like, this beat was like super duper fire, I could send it to you and you could completely like change everything up and it would sound way, way better. You come up with really, really interesting creative ideas that I never would have thought of.
Whipping the sauce. Come with a hook right. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this the time. This what a legacy look like. Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Woo! Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. It's the good life, it's the good life.
It's the good life.
Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, look.
Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Your drums were good. Your drums were actually really good. I liked your drum groove. I like your drum sound selection. Everything sounded good there. I don't know. It wasn't a bad beat at all. Like everything sounded like good. Everything sounded like it fit in place. The only thing I would say, I don't know. It's a really good beat actually. To be honest, I liked it. Vocal mixing, vocal changing ups. That was really cool. Definitely your best one out there. I really liked your flute. Let's move on to the last one.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me.
I'm not a huge fan of how you like just immediately cut into the vocals. You're really changing up with the vocals. Honestly, I gotta say something. You're coming with really, really interesting creative ideas that I didn't hear anyone else come up with. So I really want to give a good like hat nod to you. Okay, got it, Josh.
I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. On my way. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave. Miss me with that shake, yo. Miss me.
Okay, sorry there. I think that you had a good idea going with all the chopping of the vocal. I felt like sometimes like the vocal just came in way too early, it felt like, and like you didn't really have the opportunity to kind of like just sit with the vocal like for a second there, like have it like your vocal was always playing at all times. And I feel like if you had like one measure of just like breaking, like if you were to like if you listen to the original vocal, you had like he was rapping for like I don't know, he's rapping for like a bar and a half, and then he had like a half a bar of just like nothing, and then he kept rapping for a bar and a half, then it had a break. Your thing doesn't really have much of a break anywhere, which just makes it kind of seem off. I don't know. Anyway, that was a bad explanation. Relatively good drums. I liked everything there.
To the grave, miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. I've been through the
Your melody's all right. Good job, Josh Shooter. Good job, Pirate Beats. I'm really thankful that you sent in all these beats. Like it means a lot to me that someone would spend so much time just going crazy and creative with things. Josh Reader has been an OG. I feel like he's been around here for a while. I just wanted to say thank you, dude. Okay. Let's see. Josh Marriott said he sent something to my email. Why are there so many things in here? I'm not listening to your beat. It has the vocal in. I'm not listening to your stuff. Here's my revised song with the new... Wait. I realized I just deleted something I shouldn't have. Put this back into that folder. Here you go, Josh Marriott. Like the panning.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories.
Good bass.
Like if it's worth it, I should
Here to
pay
listen to most
for
of this.
it.
I'm just gonna...
I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing now. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up. Behind the decks, in the club. Mixer man done pulled it up. And then in the dance, sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up.
Really good chords.
Got the cool,
Really good chords. Really good chords.
don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way. I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game.
Snare can be a little bit quieter. Snare can be a little bit quieter, but it's a good choice of snare.
You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shake, girl.
I think your snare is a little bit loud, but other than that, I really like this now. I really like the drum selection for sure.
Miss me with that shake.
Your hi-hats are on point. Your kick drum and 808. Your kick drum might be a little bit loud, but it's a good choice for kick drum. It wasn't as loud as before, I feel like.
I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave.
Hey, Josh Marriott, you are legit, my Josh. You're legit, dude. You seriously are a good producer. It really means a lot how many good producers we have in our Discord server, you know? Like, if you guys aren't on my Discord server, you guys are missing out. Like, the entire beat, there's so many beat makers in there. Really, really great job, Josh. Excellent work there. Okay, I'll check out Luca's email bet later. Okay, we haven't gotten any requests from anyone, so I'm just gonna close my eyes and click a random one. Some HTK. By the way, HTK some. When he's probably not here, but what's kind of interesting was I was doing some research for my video that came out on Tuesday of this week, like this past Tuesday. Oh no, I was doing research for yesterday's video actually. And when I was doing research for the video, I actually found him on YouTube. Like, wow, it's pretty impressive that I found one of my subscribers out there. Anyway, here you go.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go.
I feel like the melody stuff in the 808 is out of key from the vocal.
Back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal?
I haven't checked out any random beats EMV. I'm only checking out ones that are in the contest.
You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing now. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up. Behind the decks, in the club. Mixer man done, pulled it up.
Yeah, I think that the slides, I've only done a tiny bit of drill research because I'm going to do a drill video soon because people just keep requesting it. By the way, let me quickly do something. That should be better. I've only done a tiny bit of drill research because I'm doing a video, and I feel like the 808s and the drill beats are like the first three measures are just basic just like holds of things, and all of a sudden in the fourth measure and the eighth measure you have a couple of rolls here. He seems to be having a roll on every single beat, it seems like.
And then in the dance, sure enough, they took the hands and then put them. The sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mixer man done, pulled it up, and then in the dance, sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up like what?
I like the volume of his snares, his hi-hats, his 808s. Everything's mixed relatively well, actually, to be honest. I think that if you chilled out on the 808s, either brought the melodies into the key of the vocal, or just took out the vocal. I think that if you took out the vocal and made the 808s a little bit less intense, this will actually be a really good beat. Like really, he has a good melody here. His drum mixing is really great.
Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight.
Yeah, the 808s are all over the place, which is a little bit obnoxious. I think that the 808s could be chilled out, and also I think that if his thing was in the key, and if everything wasn't so obnoxious everywhere, it'd actually be a pretty good beat. Okay, we haven't had anyone else request things, so I'm just gonna randomly choose one. Here we go. Maxim Novich.
The Lambeth gang unit have stopped to speak to this man. Officers say they found him carrying a loaded handgun.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook.
That's really cool how he's doing like the double of the vocal, like an octave up or something. It's really, really interesting.
Right, woo, hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high.
I'm not sure if things are out of time.
Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce with like whoa, whoa, look left, look right.
I'll get you next, Elmo. If you just got a request. If anyone out there is in the chat and he's waiting for his beat to be played, just request it and I'll put you on the list.
Yeah, come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it.
I think the melody and the stuff is out of key again.
I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real.
And we also got out of time with the vocal. It's all right. It's all right beat. I don't know.
But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out.
Shade, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave.
Really creative. I don't know. There's just a lot of things that were just not exactly in tune. Other than that, like I felt like his drum pattern and stuff like that was pretty cool. Let's move on. Let's see. We got Elmo next. If anyone else wants their beat stuff requested, here we go. Hope you like it. The audio quality is not so good like the Wave. I'm pretty sure there isn't much of a difference between Wave and MP3. There's not much of a difference, to be honest. I like the vibe you have with the melody. You have this like kind of clicking sound. I don't know. It doesn't really mixed. It's not really. It doesn't really feel mixed really well.
Yeah, I got it. You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, hey. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. Miss me with that.
I like the vibe here. I really like the vibe here. I like the kick drums. I like your bouncy percussions.
Shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Miss me with that shake.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, it definitely wasn't a bad beat at all. I don't know. It didn't really. It hit a vibe. It made its own vibe. I like it when I hear different vibes going on. You know, there are a lot of beats that were just like straight trap beats, and they all kind of fit in the same kind of thing. Okay, we got Bubby next. But other than that, I don't know. There's a good vibe there. I like your drum patterns, your drum grooves. Everything was hitting pretty well. I don't know if there was any problem with the bass or mid-range of the low end. What is this called? Like reggaeton? I'm not really sure. You're a good producer for sure. It's definitely good. It's definitely good. I don't know. It's good. I'm just saying it's good. We got Bubby next. Yo, so the reason this is bad is because I never made a beat or my vocals. If it was just a normal contest, was just seeing whose beat was the best, I probably would be a little better. Okay, here we go anyway.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave.
I'm not gonna listen to any songs except for the ones in the contest.
On my wave, eh. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change.
Pretty sure this melody's out of key from the vocal again.
So. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this pain. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like
yeah, having that melody so out of key from the vocal, it doesn't really help.
If it's worth it, I should pay for it.
Yeah, Hargun, if you want to join any of my other streams, I'll totally check out your beats.
I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal?
I like your sound selection in the drums. It's kind of hard to listen to with the melody.
You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mix a man done pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't.
Anyway, yeah, just the melody thing. Your drums are actually pretty fine, all right. If you would have had if the melody would have been definitely in key and you had a solid 808 underneath that, that would actually sound pretty good. Just keep working on that, Bubby. We will be doing a normal contest soon. I kind of felt weird because I felt like the way I wasn't 100% sold on the acapellas when we started the contest. I mean, you guys did great with them anyway. Okay, Mimi's next. I wasn't 100% sold on using the vocals for this contest, but I was asking like, what do you guys want to do for the contest? And then someone said like, give us acapellas and make a beat around the acapellas. And then that one comment got upvoted like so many times. So I'm like, I probably got to do it. So I don't know. I feel like I will be doing a normal competition soon, and I can't wait for that one. Maybe like 5K subscribers. 5K subscribers is coming up fast though. So anyway, let's move on to Mimi next. Goodness gracious, we have so many more beats to read, to listen to. For like another hour. Maybe Lock, here we go, Shade.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
Not 100% on that snare or clap, whatever. Kind of seems, I don't know, it's kind of weak. I wish there was a little more high end and a little bit more crisp. The bass is also like really like kind of resonating. It's kind of like, if you would have just put a spins on it, it probably would have sounded better. Hard to tell the melody be over top of that really loud 808. Your bass sound is very loud, and it's also kind of like resonating in a bit. Other than that though, I feel like it's just sound selection for you. Slightly better 808, slightly better drums in general. I should put my shoulder down. Sound selection, and sound selection comes with time for sure. At least in my opinion, sound selection is one of the hardest things of making beats, in my opinion. At least when you're first starting out. Like I don't think I got good in sound selection until like a year ago, maybe even a little bit more than that. Like I feel like, especially when I'm going back, like there was a time when I was like growing a lot and I was growing really fast. I was growing like getting better really fast. And I would like make a beat and then come back like 6 days later and then realize that those drum sounds and selections were really horrible. I think drum selection is just from practice. Look on YouTube, get a good drum kit, and then other than that, just a little bit more practice. It just comes to practice. We got a beat in our email. I'm not checking out your random beat. It's got to be in the contest. MV. Who do we have next? I'm just gonna check out Isaac Laudeman. Here you go. I remember this beat. Interesting vibe. Interesting. No one else has done this really.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories.
I was okay with it before. I think that the vocal actually sort of sits well in that kind of beat. Bad says a little too slow or kind of slow. I think it's all right being that speed or that kind of like chillness of it.
Like if it's worth it, I should pay for.
He's like reversing his hits on the guitar, ukulele, whatever, which is kind of interesting.
We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal?
I think that if the reversing was a little bit cleaner, you can like do like some like fade-ins of the audio to make sure that it's not like cutting or having any clipping sounds. It would have been really good, but yeah, it's just the guitar. I mean, if the car was a little bit cleaner, the fact that it's not clipping, it would have been better. But actually, this actually sounds pretty cool.
You've been so consumed in how you feel, you forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mix a man dump.
Like I like it reversed. It's just there's a little bit of clipping there every once in a while, which is kind of distracting. But otherwise, this is pretty good actually.
Put it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blurring my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again.
He says, I'm kind of late to this and not really good mixed, but I'm still tired. But I still tried. I think it's actually a fine mix. I think the mix is good. I think maybe if you added some sort of, I don't really know what you would have added, but I think it's actually a pretty good beat. It's a totally different vibe than everyone else's, but it's really, really good. To be honest, I actually kind of like it. G-Bad. I'm just gonna call you G-Bad. I don't remember what your other thing was. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll around. Fan beats. Fan minutes. I may do second one, but I don't know. Here we go.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel, you forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mix a man done, pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa.
It's kind of strange. I feel like
oh no.
I mean, it's fine.
No way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight. And I still tell her the same today. Live and let live, or so I pray. Clarity blurring my vision of faith. 2020, I look at it again. Cause we ain't the same as the first time you heard me say, if you gon' do this right, then you better be on my wave.
There's definitely nothing wrong with it. It's a fine beat. I feel like there should have been a little bit more besides just the guitar. It kind of felt empty because like there are other beats, especially the ones in the competition, like by Prod 27 and other people. Like you can have a simple melody and that's perfectly fine for a beat like this, but it's got to at least feel like the entire beat is being filled at all times. Maybe it's because other people had more interesting drums or something like that. This one just doesn't feel, it feels empty. It feels pretty empty. And usually that's not a good thing. Okay. MO. Doesn't have the vocal in it, so I'm not using it. Anubis, if you are on the stream, let me know and I'll check out your beat. Check out Martis.
how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mixer man done pulled it up and then.
Okay, so I like your percussions and stuff like that that are all over the place. I think it's actually pretty cool. Not 100% sold on your melody.
In the dance, sure enough, they took their hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no, no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say.
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually fine. Melody is good, the drums are good and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, everything was fine in there. I felt like the melody was the only thing that was a little bit I think the melody was the only thing that was sort of lacking in that sense. Yeah, G-Bad in the comments section. I'm not really concerned about the chat in this case of the stream. Oh, this is Brad Reed. He has an interesting beat. Oh, hey Gotham. Like, to be honest, this stream is just listen to all your beats and then get out of here. Usually my normal beat making streams are from like 9 to 12. They're 4 hours long. We always have a really, really dedicated audience there. Like, it's actually really fun to be a part of those streams because we're always chatting. We're like, there's never a dry period in there. I'm not gonna be listening to any beats besides this because actually I'm supposed to be somewhere at 3 o'clock my time and it's already almost 2, so I gotta kind of hustle because if I spend like 2 minutes on every song, then I might be actually late. So I gotta kind of hustle. He was interesting. But if anyone has any beats they want to listen to next that are part of the competition, they just say like, listen to my song. Very interesting.
We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel.
It's kind of creative. It's very creative. I hope there's like some sort of part where it drops or something like that. I actually will say that your chords are actually pretty good. I like your chords that you chose here. It's actually pretty creative and nice. This is a very long introduction or something. Skip ahead.
If you gon' do this right, then you better be on my wave. On my wave.
Alrighty then. Not a huge fan. It's very, it feels like you're not used to producing this kind of music. It feels like you do other things and you're just trying this for the very first time, because recording things live like this is very different game than doing like beat making kind of stuff. I know you're a pretty good producer, Brad Reed. I know from your videos, I know from your other beat contests, but you're always creative. You're always really changing things up. I respect the fact that you change things up. But I think just keep practicing. Keep practicing. You definitely know how to play guitar, especially those guitar chords. I like those actually. Let's check out another beat because no one requested. Yeah. Okay, Rayford. Oh, this is another beat from Rayford Reed. Here you go.
Rayford Reed.
Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Woo! Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Woo! Hook
Melody is definitely out of key of the vocal again.
right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it looked right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Look left.
I don't think it was intentional. I think there's a little bit of warp on there. I don't think it's a lot. I think it's just unintentionally, like he didn't really think about the key.
Look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Look left, look right.
Hey, Angeline.
And I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Look left, look right.
That one's all right. It's all right. The drums are actually clean. I like your drum selection for sure. Just the drum groove. Well, there wasn't really much of a groove there. The flute was out of tune. Just keep working on it. Keep working on it. Nothing more I can say to that. There was a tempo that was built into the like the sample set. The vocal said like wave BPM 130 or whatever. Anyway, Wave by Oakley Bruh.
Oakley made it.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my
Right.
wave. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change.
I like the melody here, I like the beat here, but I feel like the intro was really kind of wonky, and then it came in that felt fine. I would have chosen a slightly different clap.
Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. I've been through the pain and I'll take you to the grave. To the grave, this pain.
Oakley made it.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start you. By the way, I'm stopping everyone about a 1 minute in because I gotta keep things moving a little bit. I think your drums are really spot on. I really, really respect the drum stuff you got here going on. It's really, really, really good. What I will say is your melody. Your melody is the only thing that's a little bit off. It's not off tempo or off in a different key or anything. It's just not a super amazing catchy melody. If you were to think about like ID Beats or Prod 27 or Mr. Lou, I'm just saying people in the video because you can go back to those and you check them out. They definitely had an intentional melody that was like very simple and it was very simple and it really stuck with the main idea. But good job anyway. Good job anyway. The drums were on point. The drums were good. The drums were really good. Just everything else. Melody needs to be worked on a bit. Okay, you want to check out Tripty. I am 12 years old and a newbie in music productions. Thank you very much, Bongonzo, for the videos that you post on your channel. I'm learning everything from your tutorials and videos. This is my first ever track. I hope you have a great time listening to it. I hope I have a great time listening to it too, Tripty. Here you go.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave.
Yeah, I mean, these live streams, it's honestly hard to sit in front of lights and a camera and talk for 2 hours straight.
On my way, steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change.
Pretty sure that's out of keys.
So. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. Miss me with that shake, girl, miss me with that shake. I've been through the pain and I'll take you to the grave. To the grave, this pain.
Okay, so he said this is my first ever track, which is really strange. And not strange that it's his first. I mean, it's strange. It's not a strange beat actually. It's actually kind of impressive for his first ever thing. But why are you sending your first ever beat to like, why are you sending your first beat to a competition in front of all these people? Anyway, what I will say is that the melody just seems really off, and you didn't really have any like satisfying drum groove going on. Everything just kind of felt like it's building and building and building in a strange way. I'm not going to say that it was all that amazing. I think just keep going. If this is your first ever track, you just need to have more practice. There are people in this competition who have been making beats for like several years. You just need more practice. Really nothing to say about that. Your melody selections, your choices of sounds actually kind of went good together. They just didn't really, they seemed all over the place. I'm just choose a new one. Emmanuel. Hey man, you are the best making fire beats. This is my super powerous Chimba Chiortis. Thanks, man. I am Mr. B.
Right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look.
This is very strange.
Right, and no, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in.
I'm not sure how he did this, but it's super duper clipping. Like, it's way louder than all the other beats.
The feel like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shake, girl. Miss me with that.
It's so clipping. Everything he does is clipping on that beat. I'd say just keep practicing, get better at making, mix your things a little bit better. I don't think anything would necessarily be wrong if it was just like that, but everything was mixed so incredibly loudly that it kind of was that was hard to listen to. Wow, we've been streaming for 2 hours. My camera turns off every hour. Oh, my camera died. Rip. We spent too long. Okay, well, I guess we're not doing a face cam anymore. Rip. Okay, I gotta kind of hustle then. Goodness, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Alrighty, well, we're gonna just go past that one. We got one from. I'm not gonna check in that because I gotta keep on a straight path of finishing these beats. Senulous. Here we go. It'd be too much work to set up a cam now. I remember this one, yeah.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. On my wave, ayy. Steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade, girl, miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave. To the grave, this pain. Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like
Not a huge fan of this section where it kind of like fades out. I think that you kind of had a vibe going there with the kind of reggae like back and forth kind of feel, but this section doesn't really seem right.
if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. What's the deal? What's the
My PC doesn't have a webcam.
You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up. Behind the decks, in the club, mix a man.
Yeah, just keep working on it. The melody was fine actually. The melody, it was interesting, but there wasn't necessarily anything wrong. I think it's just sound selection, practice, and keep working on things. Yeah, anyway. The drums, I wasn't a huge fan of the hi-hats. I don't know. Find a vibe and then stick with the vibe and try to make that vibe as good as possible. You kind of seemed like you had two vibes going on there. Anyway, Oliver Enigenberg. Hey, what's up, Bongonzo? My name is Oliver. I'm 16 from Switzerland. I chose UK drill beat because the acapellas were a British guy, and because I love making drill. Here we go. I'll listen to you next, Like It, Lars.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Woo! Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Well,
yeah, I remember this beat. This beat actually did pretty good in the rankings. It was pretty high. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. 808s fit pretty well. Everything seems like it's mixed well together and stuff like that.
Stood high, taking the view when it looked right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
Okay, there's nothing I can say about that one. Mixed pretty well. Everything went together pretty nicely. The only thing I would have said was maybe the vocal mixing, or maybe the vocal loudness was a little bit loud, but drums fit really nice together. Melody was pretty nice together. You definitely could have made it to the top 8. That was definitely a good beat. Good job, Oliver. Next one is Like It, Lars. Here we go. Oh wait, yeah, here he is.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real.
Alrighty then.
But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm
very different from the other ones. Very different from the other ones, but it's good. Yeah. I feel like the kick is really, really loud. Maybe it's not supposed to be that loud. I like this. I like the swing thing you have there. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I feel like that if there was something else that came in that was like just really, really awesome, it would have been good. I don't think it was off key. Overall, it's pretty good. Not necessarily my style of music, but pretty interesting. I don't really know what to say. Your drums seemed good except for the kick drum was maybe a little bit loud. I don't remember what the original song sounded like.
And then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no way, I ain't catching you slipping away.
Now I'm listening to the two beats, I'm realizing that I didn't really hear much bass in this newest one I listened to. Anyway, good job, Like It. Listen to Nicholas.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing now. In the cup, got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks. In the club, mixer man done pulled it up. And then in the dance, sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I pre the gram and then I hooked it up like whoa. Oh no way, I ain't catching you slipping away. Your time is money, your money's a game, so let's play. You go first, I know you got something to say. Then on my turn, I'ma tell it to you straight.
Okay, so that was all horrible. It's actually kind of hard to hear the melody because my mom is playing piano downstairs and it's really loud in my room. But the drums are actually pretty good. I'm listening to the melody a little bit more.
Switching lanes now, don't ever change. The day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately
everything was in key. I feel like it just kind of came down to how professional did it sound. Did everything feel like it was mixed all together? Just a little bit of mixing things, just to make everything kind of glued together a little bit more. But you said this is your second beat on Cakewalk. If it's your second beat in general, then great job, dude. Or maybe you transferred over to Cakewalk, I'm not sure. See you later, dude. That means really good. We'll keep in touch. Proudy Rush. This guy is definitely on my Discord server. He's on my chat all the time. Yeah, the elements of that beat that went together well. I feel like maybe if it was just a little bit more, I don't know, mixed. Maybe it's because I'm listening to the piano downstairs. The piano's actually really annoying. I hope you guys can't hear it because it's really loud. Alrighty. The piano kind of feels low quality, but we'll keep going.
look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Woo. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right.
I feel like the 808's out of key from the chords.
And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high.
I think that the chords go well with the I think the chords go well with the vocal and the drums go well with the chords, but I don't think the 808 goes well with the chords.
But I've been in the field like Suge Knight, and they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
Alrighty then, let's check out Wave. I'm already not a huge fan of the melody. Better sound selection. Those highs are loud. Wow, those hi-hats are really loud now that I hear the rest of the beat. If you took those hi-hats down by like maybe 7 dB and then boosted the entire song up, you'd actually kind of be a better range. But those hi-hats are really loud. I like your kick drum, I like your snares and your side sticks and stuff like that. The fact that your 808s your hi-hats are so incredibly loud, I don't want to boost the song, but I can't really hear anything because the hi-hats are so loud. I think the melody is fine how it is. I feel like if it was a slightly different sound selection, like reverse stuff in there, it would be more interesting. I feel like the melody doesn't have to be the star of the show, but right now it's just kind of like standing there in opposition and how kind of like it doesn't really feel very professional. I'm gonna stop it right there because we're kind of going through things a little bit faster nowadays. This is my beat. Let's check out Mazda.
If you don't feel like you can surf on a wave, then you're not ready for it.
Oh yeah, by the way, she recorded everything on this beat by herself. She didn't use any like MIDI controllers or samplers or anything.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave. My wave, steady switching lanes now, it don't ever change. So.
Honestly, I actually really like this. I think after the stream, I'm gonna hit her up or him up. I guess I don't really know. Actually, it's a girl, I think, because her voice sounded like a girl. Like this guitar melody is actually really kind of cool.
Miss me with that shade, girl. Miss me with that shade. Miss me with that shade, girl. Miss me with that shade. I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave.
Pargon, I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
To the grave. To the grave. To the grave. This pain.
Yeah, I feel like if there's an actual like legit drop here, that would have been actually a really good beat. I'm gonna hit her up right now. Hey, I liked your guitar skill. Could send some guitar stuff. That would be. Yeah, I liked your guitar. If she actually had a sampler and stuff like that, like if you would teamed her up with another producer, that would have been really awesome. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let's check out Timmy. That live stream is 4 hours long though, so the live stream is 4 hours long though, so you can maybe meet any. You can just tune in anytime, but I guess 6:30 at night is kind of late. Especially 10:30 at night is late too. It's cool. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it so far.
Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Woo, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high.
I like the delayed drop and stuff like that. I wasn't a huge fan of your vocal mixing on this thing.
Taking the view when it look right. And no, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I look like. Whoa, look left, look right, yeah, come with a hook right. Hook right, make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like show night. And they know this took time. This what I let us look like.
I'm gonna stop it there because I said only 1 minute. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It doesn't. I wish there was a bit more of a I don't know. There's definitely a drop to that. It was good. It was good. Goes off for me too, but I have homework all the time. Okay, yeah, good beat. Definitely. I think you have a little bit of improvement to go just in like all around production. Especially that vocal. The vocal mixing was a little bit off, but you definitely have potential. You definitely know what you're doing. Here we go. Wave. Alrighty, you picked it down. Yeah, we pay tuition. Never mind. I'm asking, what does tuition have to do with the fact that you have school during this time? Never mind. Never mind.
You ain't on my wave, no, you ain't on my wave.
That drop was quite underwhelming. I thought it was kind of interesting that you started doing like the vocal chop stuff there. I'm just not sure. It kind of dropped weird. You said this is your first attempt in dubstep for a while. And I understand that you probably couldn't have done lo-fi with this vocal, but I would have hoped. I don't know. The drop just wasn't that satisfying. If you know what I mean. Check out your next beat because it looks like you have quite a few. It's very similar to the last one. Same exact song. I think it's the same song. Okay, next submission.
Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Woo. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight.
I'm not really feeling that flute. If you check out Ace Tuna's beat in the beat making video, I'm liking that flute a little bit better.
And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. Look left, look right. And I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right.
Yeah, the mixing and I don't know. It needs to be worked on a bit more. I'm not a huge fan of that flute, and I'm also not a huge fan of the flute, and I'm also not a huge fan of the mixing. Some of the low end and mid range, stuff like that. Anyway, let's keep moving. Anubis actually made a YouTube video on how he made this beat. Let's check it out. Like the melody.
Look left, look right. And I come with
Okay, what I'd say here is I really like the melody you have here. I'm not a huge fan of how the 808 dropped. I feel like the 808 dropped a lot harder. It would have been really, really awesome. Like check out like ID Beats' beat on the YouTube video.
the hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the
Cool flip of that sample. Yeah, you had a good melody there. Your sound selection isn't all that bad especially for the melody. I actually really like that melody, but I felt like the drums, if their drums were a lot harder, that would have suited the melody a bit more. Okay, next beat. I feel like I'm kind of rushing these beats, but I kind of gotta get this video done because I gotta be somewhere at 3, and it's 2:30 already. Edward Lopez. Sorry I didn't use MP3. Hey Joshton, too cool.
look left, look right.
Do you like
And
those
I come
vocals?
with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life. Whipping the sauce when I cook like whoa, whoa. Look left, look right. Yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high. But I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like.
So for that beat right there, I thought that was fine. The melody was all right. I felt like, I don't know, the melody was good. The drums, they weren't super. I feel like if you had an 808 that was kind of hitting as like ID Beats thing did in the video, it would have suited a little bit more. But other than that, really not that bad. Just a little bit more practice in mixing and mastering. And how do you take something that sounds like really pretty good to sound really good? And maybe that has to do with like effects and stopping and getting more creative with things. I'd recommend listening to some Curtis King stuff because I think he would suit you pretty well. I'd rather comment here. Do you really like high melodies? Yeah. I don't know actually. To be honest, I felt like all of my melodies were high until about a week ago. I was experimenting with some, like this morning I made a beat and the melody is like really awesome in the mid range. And I've realized that a lot more beats that I listen to like on like the radio and stuff like that, they don't really have a lot of high end in the melody. And I've been taking that into consideration, and I am actually liking the lower melodies a lot more. But it is true that when I'm making my melodies, I usually start pretty high with like bells and stuff like that. You're totally right there. Yeah, I'm usually like I'm usually a pretty ambient kind of melody kind of person. My melodies have a lot of layers to them, but they're relatively high. But I've actually noticed that I can pitch my melodies down an octave and they still sound really fire. So I've been doing that a lot recently. Anyway, like if you go into my Discord server, I have a beat that I just posted, or at least I'm going to post soon. And the melody is like an orchestra thing that I made. It's really, really fire, but the melody is like completely in the mid range, leaving a lot of room for the vocalist and stuff like that. Anyway, this is the extra track. Here we go.
Look how
this is Pav LP 17.
Trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's worth it, I should pay for it. I told her there's a time and place for this. That's why I scheduled a day for it. We go back some time and that's for real. But lately, what's the deal? What's the deal? You've been so consumed in how you feel. You forgot the whole ordeal of how I'm chefing out in the cup. Got the sauce, cooked it up behind the decks in the club. Mixer man done pulled it up and then in the dance. Sure enough, they took the hands and then put them up. Got the cool, don't interrupt till I breathe the gram and then I hooked it up. Like, look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Woo. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high. Taking the view when it looked right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the soul.
Okay, Sabi there. I am not 100% sure how I feel about it. The 808 is really, really interesting with all like the crazy slides, but I'm not 100% sold on the slides. I'm not sold on many slides unless the 808 is really, really subdued. But your 808 is kind of really like gritty and distorted, and then you start rolling with it, and it kind of just sounds a bit off, in my opinion. It doesn't sound off at all. Like it's all in key. There's nothing really wrong with it, but it's called I think you called it Bongonzo drill. Can't actually tell if you wrote drill there or if you wrote DRI. I'm not sure. I don't know. And the 808 just seems a little bit out of place. I think you could have just kept it as a normal 808 and it would have been fine. But the fact you did the roll is kind of accentuated the fact that it's kind of like a weak sample for 808 rolls. Slides, if you know what I mean. Isaac M. Waves. By the way, hard gun. Here's one thing though. I do really, really like having like one drop that's like at this octave and then like a high drop that's at a higher octave. I absolutely could not make a beat without that. That's my favorite thing to do with beat making, with beat stuff in general. So I think that my main melody, sometimes my main melodies are actually high, which is I think what you're talking about. But I do like to have, nowadays I like to have my main melody low and then my high octave, my high like variation kind of melody high. Anyway. We gotta keep going, keep things moving, otherwise I'm gonna be late. Like a really low bass.
Isaac killed that beat.
Switching lanes.
I'm not really a huge fan of that melody that's kind of going all over the place. I think I could have done without that one. Other than that, I think actually this beat is pretty good. I like your crashes and your pannings like that.
I've been through the pain and I'll take it to the grave.
Look how they're trying to tell me fake stories. Like if it's
I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with your low end because it's hard to hear with all the piano going downstairs, but I think your 808 is probably all right. Bongonzo, why'd you stop using GarageBand? Anyway, good beat, Isaac M. It's definitely not bad beat at all. Keep practicing on it. You'll get there for sure. I can tell that you have good creativity. Anyway, Obi Max is next. I thought maybe he sent in 2 beats anyway. Why did you stop using GarageBand? I stopped using GarageBand because I wanted to use my own computer. I was borrowing a computer from my mom, and she was fine with me borrowing a computer, but I kind of felt limited using a computer that wasn't mine, and she would have to use it for work, and then I'd be without a computer for like 12 hours. So I just wanted something that was my own, and something that was my own computer. And I couldn't afford a Mac, so I bought a Windows computer, and Cakewalk is free and is actually amazing. That's why I'm using Cakewalk. It's just because I wanted my own computer. Here's my beat, hope you enjoy it, from Obi Max. I'm 100% sold on the kick drum. The kick drum just seems to be playing a lot more than it needs to be, and you don't really have any 808 down there, which is kind of strange. Other than that, I think I like your snares and your side sticks, kind of like hits on the side. Nothing more I can really say to that. Keep working on it. Your melody wasn't all that trash, but it didn't really feel like a vocal should be on top of that beat. I don't know. Let's keep moving. Oh wow, it's the last one already. Real. Already submitted, but I had to change a few things, so here it is. Also, I made this in mobile. Alrighty then, Bongonzo contest. If there's anything that's wrong with this, it'd be the chord progression. Your drums are actually all right. I feel like your heights maybe a little bit loud, but I feel like the chord progression there seems to be too much going on. Yeah, okay, I'm stopping right there because it's a minute. Yeah, it's just the melody. Your drums are all right, but you need to improve that melody, and that just comes with practice. I'm not sure how long you've been producing, but it sounds like the melody is the most important thing that you need to work on right now. And that's just practice. Like I've been saying to so many people, it's just practice. It's just practice. It's just practice. Okay, that's the last beat of this entire stream. I have to be somewhere at 3 o'clock, and it is 2:35 right now. So I think I'm gonna have to leave it right here. I saw Prod447 said I should check out a beat on his YouTube channel, but I wasn't gonna check out anyone else's beat. So I know you are a dedicated subscriber and all that, but I'm not gonna check out your beat either. Just to keep things fair. Check me out tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow's live stream will be a normal live stream where I'm making beats. It's gonna be fire. See you guys soon. See you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you guys so much for sending in beats. It really means a lot to me that we got so many beats that came in. This stream was kind of stressful, especially this live stream. This live stream is the best solution for how I can get so many beats checked out in such a short amount of time. But in the future, in my next contests, I'm not going to be doing a live stream reacting to your beats, and I'm not going to send you videos reacting to the beats. When we get to the 50 beats range, it just gets overwhelming to react to every single one. It's just too much. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for sending in beats. It means a lot.